All right, welcome back, and let's delve right away into our business for today. Now, when you are far from home for just a week, it's easy not to miss home or even feel the pangs of longing. But a month away, and thoughts of home start to play tricks on your mind, especially for those familiar tastes and flavors. But what happens when away becomes your new normal? You start to adjust to build more than just a routine. You begin to create a community. Now, that's exactly what's unfolding among Nigerians in Oakland, California. Imagine stepping into a vibrant gathering at the launch of a new branch of Man Must Work, and that's a Nigerian-owned African food store. It's not merely a place to shop, it's a bustling hub where culinary delights serve as bridges to cultural connections and cherished memories. And Cecil Egbele captured the essence of this event and reports that each aisle is not just stocked with goods, but laden with stories, and shared nostalgia.
For many, stepping through the doors of Man Must Work is not just about the food items, but the nostalgic feeling of good old Mama's kitchen, the familiar Nigerian groceries, an opportunity of long time no see, and get comfortable with ever familiar native tongues. Some homemade puff puff is the first offering of welcome. And can anyone resist?
My favorite Nigerian meal, I would say, first is porridge, because I love porridge.
Asaro, mommy makes asaro for them. This is the new place we call the Little Africa. And with Man Must Work here, you know, anywhere Nigerians are now, the whole place starts bubbling.
You come here, you smell the iru, you smell the ogiri, you smell the suya spice, so it's a huge connector for the community.
When you're so far away from home, when you come to a place like this, you meet your people, you interact with them, you communicate with them, you commune with them, you know? It takes you way back home, it brings you closer to home.
Here in the Bay Area, we don't have what we have like this.
Yeah.
A place that we can come together, that we want to sit and marry with each other.
Man Must Work has been in the community for going to 30 years now.
You don't get a chance to go to Nigeria, come to Man Must Work, you get a taste of it.
So, what's cooking? As the steam from the original Nigerian party jollof rice fills the air, DJ Tunde is mixing beats after beats after beats.
And we also have things that people from the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad, Cuba, Haiti. So we have like an intersection of cultures. That's why we dubbed it Little Africa.
In the whole of the Bay Area, nobody makes agege bread. So we want to kind of like introduce that into the community, you know. The big plan also is to make it a joint where people can come. Every Nigerian, everybody can come in and have a place to go to.
Indeed, Man Must Work, and I must give it up for some Africans that are coming together to ensure that some of those things we export outside our shores have quality and standard, and that way they can become global commodities. Our next report is one that shines a beacon of hope amidst adversity. Bashir Saleh is a 17-year-old young man who has triumphed over unimaginable challenges, including being confined to an internally displaced persons IDP camp in Maiduguri, Borno State, in the face of daunting threat of Boko Haram. That's a terrorist sect vehemently opposed to Western education. But despite all of this, young Bashir's unyielding spirit and determination led him to a remarkable achievement. And what is that? He's now a student at the University of Maiduguri and he's studying biochemistry. Pauline Kujivana again reports on this very inspirational journey from the IDP camp to the halls of the university.
Bashir Saleh's determination for Western education began at the age of 7, refusing to let the threat of Boko Haram extinguish his dream. And now, one of the 4,437 students matriculated at the University of Maiduguri, UNIMED, for 2023-2024 academic session.
I applied medicine and surgery, but my score of mark didn't reach medicine and surgery, and they gave me biochemistry, and I appreciate what they gave me.
Displaced from his hometown in Goza local government area, Bashir sought refuge in an IDP camp on the outskirts of Maiduguri, where his resolve only strengthened. One fateful day, while exploring the bush, Bashir stumbled upon a soldier safeguarding the city against insurgents, who was also teaching children to read and write, and he was inspired to join the class. Impressed by Bashir's curiosity and eagerness to learn, the soldier by name Chair Agba from the eastern part of Nigeria, who has served in Maiduguri for 5 years, eventually agreed to Bashir's request to enroll him in formal school. However, Chair Agba later entrusted Bashir into the care of proprietress of formerly Agba Academy and now Sublime Integrated Model School, Falmata Abdulkarim Galtamari, who welcomed him into her family.
Mrs. Falmata Abdulkarim Galtamari, I took her as my mother, and Mr. Chair Agba as my father. The woman take care of me and took me to her house. Both of them are the ones sponsoring my school.
So we were given that admission. The soldier still registered. He told me to forget about everything registration, he will take care of it. Bashir was to come for his matric, but he told me he's not coming. Because of inferiority complex, he said other students have their parents and he doesn't know how to present himself as part of us. I said, no, I will be there for you. And at the same time, I will invite other people like you to be part of him so that we'll snap with him and tell the wider world that Bashir is part of us.
The soldier, who can best be described as Bashir's guardian angel, continued to support Bashir's education, occasionally visiting to settle his school fees, even after being transferred out of Maiduguri. NTA News, through phone conversation, sought to know who this Chair Agba is, only to hear another revelation that the now retired Nigerian Army officer had mentored several others like Bashir and feeling fulfilled in his contribution to society. Bashir's story and unwavering dedication will undoubtedly inspire other IDPs and new generation of young minds to embrace learning and strive for a brighter future.
I'm just emotional. Bashir's story is an inspiration indeed, telling us, of course, of the spirit of courage and perseverance, and we wish him plenty of luck. Now, as the saying goes, actions speak louder than words, and that's exactly what Total Energies and NNPC Limited have demonstrated with their latest deal. They've officially sealed the Ubeta Field Development Project, marking a significant shift from plans to real action. And Nigeria, renowned for its vast untapped gas reserves, is now poised to capitalizing on this opportunity for growth through gas. And our correspondent Lydia Sampson reports on this very significant initiative.
This is a major step towards boosting Nigeria's oil and gas production as NNPC Total Energies joint venture officially announced a $550 million final investment decision on the Ubeta Field Development Project. Key players say this milestone is in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidential executive order on oil and gas reforms, aimed at largely improving the investment climate and positioning Nigeria as the preferred investment destination for oil and gas in Africa.
We'll also create a number of jobs as well for Nigerians. And again, we see gas very much as a transition fuel, and this is part of the energy transition process. Our strategy as a company is, more energy, less emissions, ever more sustainable. And I think Ubeta fits exactly into that category. And I think Bala covered some of that already as well. It's a low emissions project, Ubeta. We're leveraging the existing facilities on OMO 58 to provide the energy that we need to produce the gas from Ubeta.
We have now seen those actions of Mr. President at work, and it's been realized. And this perhaps is the first step that we have taken around getting project sanctions in the country. I'm very convinced that many more projects will come alongside this as we progress.
They are optimistic that Nigeria can harness over 300 standard cubic feet of gas from oil mining lease 58 of the Ubeta Field Development Project.
76% of Nigeria's gas reserves remains undeveloped, of which non-associated gas, which we call NAG, is 50%. We recognized the urgency of closing the gap between our enormous potential as a gas giant and our current reality.
Nigeria will soon witness, inflow of investment, beginning with this one. So today, I want to use the opportunity to assure Nigerians that a lot more investment are coming, and Nigerians should be rest assured that the good old days will be restored within the leadership, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
This development will significantly contribute to the stability and growth of our gas industry, a sector that is pivotal for the economic diversification and sustainable development of our nation, Nigeria.
The Ubeta field was discovered in 1964, northwest of Port Harcourt in the eastern part of the Niger Delta. Once on stream, Ubeta will produce about 350,000 standard cubic feet of gas per day and 10,000 barrels per day of associated liquids, tapping into the vast gas reserves, contributing towards securing gas supply to the Nigerian liquefied natural gas NLNG. The Ubeta project is seen as a robust Nigerian content plan poised to stimulate economic activities, create job opportunities, and add significant value for stakeholders.
All right, and the best of Newsline tonight is yet to come. Don't go away. We'll be back after the break. And you're watching Newsline. Our next story demonstrates a remarkable display of creativity and compassion. Now, let's consider the sheer volume of animal hides sacrificed during the Eid al-Kabir that could have easily gone to waste. Now, fortunately, those hides have been repurposed into meaningful contributions to benefit the less privileged in our society. And this initiative is being spearheaded by a very respected religious organization, and the organization, of course, is collecting those hides nationwide. Their efforts is not only add value through innovative reuse, but also underscore a deep commitment to charitable acts inspired by the principles of Islam. And Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa shares how this initiative is making a significant impact in the lives of many less privileged people.
This innovative initiative of collecting skins of animals sacrificed during the Eid al-Kabir transforms what would otherwise be discarded into valuable resources, embodying the true spirit of charity and waste reduction. Volunteers and organizations are collecting and processing the animals' hides, transforming them into essential items for the benefit of the needy and various religious activities. On this note, the Islamic organization Jama'atul Izalatul Bid'ah wa Iqamatus Sunnah at the national level has instructed its members nationwide to donate the skins of sacrificed animals for mega national activities.
People now have seen the importance of these things and they have now accepted what we are doing. With that, makes people more effort to be bringing this in because they know what they have been given to this organization is something of charity, which is ongoing charity that if you pay like Sadaqatul Jariyah, that will keep growing.
These activities include the completion of the Islamic school, guest house, and mosques in Abuja, and the ongoing construction of the organization's Islamic University Salam University in Jigawa State, among other programs and activities.
All the programs, the expected Islamic programs are going on in the mosques now. So all this is part of the contributions.
This charitable endeavor not only honors the sacrificial spirit of Eid al-Kabir, but also demonstrates a commitment to sustainability and community service. By redirecting these resources to those who need them most, the impact of these initiatives extend far beyond the celebrations, fostering a culture of kindness and responsible waste management.
Now, let me take you to a place close to my heart, to Ilorin, my marital home, and of course, the cherished home of my beloved spouse. So Ilorin is renowned for its chivalry and storied connections with Yoruba and Fulani warriors. And so, the Ilorin Emirate Durbar Festival isn't just an event, it's a cultural phenomenon that beckons you to come and witness its splendor. And of course, the unparalleled splendor of the 6th edition of the Ilorin Emirate Durbar is what I call cultural affluence. And our correspondent, Abdul Wahid Bibiri, captured the exciting moments for us.
This year's annual Durbar Festival by the people of Ilorin Emirate Council area was the 6th in the series since 2018, when the present Emir Alhaji Ibrahim Sulugambari remodeled it. A traditional cavalry of 500 horses mounted by traditional chiefs that accompanied the royal father was a stunning show of capacity and power. Meanwhile, in this modern day, the significance of Durbar in Ilorin Emirate is more of the show of love than power.
The essence of this Durbar celebration is to showcase our culture, our heritage, and our value.
To ensure wider participation and enjoyment, the route to the 2024 Durbar procession was expanded to cover the core Ilorin community. Thousands of the people who lined up the streets to have a glimpse of the royal father and the beautiful display of the horse ride is a testimony that the festival is not a misplaced priority.
Ilorin has always been a pace setter in Nigeria. And what we are doing today again is to show how harmonious we are as a people.
Regardless of where you come from, we are all here. And that's one unique thing. That emphasizes the unity of Nigeria.
It brings together unity in diversity. And our nation has a lot to learn from such ceremonies.
We should learn that Nigeria has beautiful culture that cut across states.
This showcases the culture of the people of northern Nigeria, and I'm sure it's a culture that people appreciate all over Nigeria.
This is a unified occasion for people of Ilorin. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Because of its importance and relevance to our living now and even in future, and to educate the future generations, this is the best place they should be.
Residents of Ilorin, indigenes and tourists always look forward to the beautiful spectacle.
Indeed, I agree with Mohammed Abdulkadir. Ilorin is the best place to be. Anyway, Hawan Barke is a cherished festival commemorating again Eid al-Kabir, but it also holds deep cultural significance among the Nupes in Niger State of Nigeria. This year, the Nupes in Bida elevated that celebration with extraordinary vibrancy, especially through their captivating tradition of horse riding and, of course, leading the magnificent display. And our correspondent, Mukhtar Wobo, beautifully captured the essence of this year's festival, showcasing the glitz and glamour of this cherished cultural event.
Bariki, the age-long tradition in Bida
Niger State usually provides the residents the opportunity to see the Esunupi who toured the streets during this spectacular, colorful cultural display. The unique festival, which also attracts foreign tourists, is celebrated at the end of every Salah festival to reinforce the unity and cultural pride of Bida Emirate and the Nupes in general. Led by the Esunupi and Chairman, Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers, Yahya Abubakar, from his Wadata Palace, on a chariot, moved round the streets of the town, people and spectators chanting praises on the monarch, who in turn distribute kola nuts to his people, reflecting on the significance of the occasion. The horses and their riders, numbering over 500, adorned with colorful regalia, a seamless blend of tradition and modernity, showcasing the importance of preserving cultural heritage while embracing progress. Wonderful performances of local musicians, masquerade, and hunters on display. Esunupi Yahya Abubakar charged his subjects to support the policies and programs of the federal and state governments, while also praying for the present administration to succeed. Governor Mohammed Umar Bago was represented at the event. The Hawan Bariki festivity remains a testament to Bida's rich cultural legacy and its commitment to a prosperous future.
Now, give honor to whom it is due, and that's exactly what the palace of the Lamidi Admawa exemplified with the turbaning of 7 illustrious sons. And among those turbaned was Sanisu Aliu, the Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, who was also conferred with the traditional title of Wakili Woje Adamawa. Here is Simon Asha with the captivating sounds and colors.
Giving honor to whom honor is due is why at the palace of Lamido Adamawa, Alhaji Barkindo Ali Mustafa was a joyous mood of celebration as dignitaries, friends, family members, and well-wishers from all walks of life converged to witness the conferment of traditional titles to 7 of its sons, with Sanusi Aliu, Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, turbaned as the first Wakil Waje Adamawa. Wakil Waje meaning one who is in charge of the foreign affairs or trip of the emirate, was bestowed upon him, reflecting his lifelong commitment to the growth and development of the emirate and its selfless service to humanity. The historic occasion presided over by the Wazir Adamawa Atiku Abubakar urged the newly turbans to see their traditional titles as a call to serve, as to whom much is given, much is expected.
I urge you all to work for the development of the Emirate Council and Adamawa at large.
Adorned with royalty based on the traditional norms and values of the Emirate Council, the new Wakil Wajen Adamawa's rights on a horse indicates his acceptance and love by the people.
I'm feeling excited. I'm overwhelmed. In fact, I don't know what to say. My thanks goes to the Almighty Allah.
As custom demands, the Wakil Wajen Adamawa was at his family compound to pay homage to his mother and seek for her blessings.
Giving out his ability to assist the society. As a result, the Lamido of Adamawa, Alhaji Dr. Mamadou Barkindo Aliyu Mustafa, found him worthy for this title.
Whether you are from Adamawa or you are from anywhere, so Sanusi, Wakili Waje is for you. So that is why I'm highly elated to be part of this celebration today. We came together, we celebrate, and we are happy.
He should continue with the good work that he has been doing. He should keep it up.
Indeed, it is an occasion to behold, not only to the Adamawa Emirate Council, but the society at large.
All right, and as I often emphasize, peace is a process and not a destination, underscored by the unifying power of sustained peace-building efforts. Now, cultural festivals exemplify this ethos, embedding it within our vibrant traditions. And as in Ilorin, the Dutse Emirate Durbar Festival epitomizes this philosophy and serves as a unifying bridge, connecting culture, traditions, and community. But let me allow our correspondent, Mohamed Musa Askira, to guide us through this profound cultural significance.
Durbar, usually organized to celebrate the two Salah festivities in Dutse Emirate every year, was once an act of displaying military capabilities, political power, and influence of the empire, kingdom, or emirate, as it is known today, to deter enemies and subdue them with that show of superiority. Though that is no longer the case at hand, the same system is used to achieve different purposes in the modern-day Durbar procession. Dutse Emirate seems to be good at that, with its unique cultural heritage, artifacts, antiques, and of course, the serene, rocky environment coupled with the accommodating nature of its inhabitants. This cultural expression in Dutse Emirate and 4 other emirate councils in Jigawa State is what gives way to the self-dwelling and business environment in Jigawa State, attracting people from within and outside Nigeria to live with the natives in harmony.
International community and other people from Nigeria have accepted the fact that if you want peace and tranquility, if you want happiness and welcome, if you want atmosphere for business, Dutse Emirate and Jigawa State are the places to come.
I think it is an amalgamation of different ethnic groups. People find it very, very peaceful and convenient living here. There are no religious problems, there are no ethnic problems, and just as we see during the Salah homage, where representatives of the different ethnic groups always come to the palace to greet the emir.
I can affirm this. Jigawa State, indeed, it is quite accommodating in terms of religion tolerance. And you can see here, you can see different different tribal groups with different religions. All we came together under an umbrella called non-indigenous. This shows that we are all together.
The festivities that last for 3 days after the Eid prayer enable the people to see the emir sitting side by side with the governor while acknowledging the cheers from the chieftaincy title holders riding on the horse's back and the spectators with trumpet and drumming adding spice to the procession, particularly to the admiration of the spectators who are drawn from far and near to catch a glimpse at the celebration.
And you're watching Newsline. We'll take our 4th commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you some more stories. Welcome back. Why? Now, this is usually the question on everyone's mind when tragedy strikes. It's unimaginable that a 46-year-old woman would set her 86-year-old mother on fire. But this happened in Surulere, Ondo town in Ondo State. Now everyone is asking how and why this could have happened. But that's what our correspondent, Abiola Rio, has been seeking to understand the emotions and events that led to that tragic outcome.
The morning of that fateful day dawned like any other in the serene neighborhood of Surulere Street in Ondo Town, Ondo West local government area of Ondo State. However, the tranquility was shattered by the heart-wrenching cries for help from an 86-year-old woman known affectionately as Iyabiodun, who was allegedly set ablaze by her own daughter in a horrific manner that has left the community in a state of shock. A neighbor and close friend of Iyabiodun, Mrs. Comfort Olanusimi, while sharing her account with Newsline in Yoruba language, said she was awakened by desperate cries emanating from her friend's house that morning, only to meet her engulfed in flames. She said the daughter of the victim, Biodun, confessed to the crime, blaming her mother for her misfortune, a revelation she got from her prophet.
I went to meet the daughter and asked what transpired. She said her mother killed her husband.
Newsline gathered that Biodun's actions were motivated by a vision she received concerning her mother, and this raises questions about the significance of visions and prophecies in contemporary Christian practice. How are these experiences perceived and validated, and what impact do they have on the faith and actions of believers?
This message you are passing across, will the receiver decode it? Will he or she understand it the way it should? The woman, we don't know what she's passing through. But that's wisdom. You must understand whom you are giving the message. What is your level of understanding? You just don't throw things out. It will destroy. It will damage good things. And that's what has happened now.
The suspect, however, could not be reached for interrogation as the Ondo State Police Command has apprehended and charged her to court. As miseries from this tragic incident continue to unfold, Newsline remains committed to bringing you updates.
Absolutely. And as we end today's edition of Newsline, let's reflect on the essence of tonight's stories. From the lively beats of the Emirate of Ilorin Daba to the, of course, mouth-watering dishes that man must whack hub in Oakland, California. And let these stories also remind us of the beauty in our traditions and the strength in our communities, and let them also inspire us. I'd like to thank you and, of course, for joining us tonight, for spending your time with us on Newsline tonight. And I also will urge you to stay connected and stay inspired on the network service of the NTA. You can't beat the rich. Finally, let those stories shape our thinking and, of course, our mood. We are all part of the story. I'll see you next Sunday on Newsline by God's grace. From all of us here, good night.